Greetings from Scouse Farm again. As promised in a recent video, I wanted to update you on the tomatoes. You can see there we've got a small ad hoc bed that was thrown together. It's not even attached. It's been there for a while now, and it's just a piece of paving that was driven in a few inches and a scaffold board cut in half and just rested up. And again, it was just dug in like a little tiny trench and just placed in there, and it was only supposed to be temporary, and that was about 5 years ago now. So this winter I will be making this into a proper permanent bed. So I'm going to get new scaffold boards and I'm going to drill them in together and just expand this a little bit so I can just place it over the area that's already covered now, to cause as little damage as possible and as little mess, which is more important, because I'm going to have to like scrape back a few of these slates to make room for the next bit. But we've had cabbages in there, we've got chives in there that are constantly coming back. I'll just show you the chives now at the back, as they were here first, they can stay. I've just cut a few of these actually. I've just cut off a few of these gorgeous chives because they are beautiful, and they're going to Tara's wagon. So if anyone lives in Stockbridge Village and you watch this tonight, they'll be up there tomorrow. So tomorrow will be Friday and you'll be able to pick up some of these chives, which are absolutely gorgeous. Can't resist a little nibble. So back to the tomatoes then. We've got two varieties growing here. One of them, I believe, a Gardener's Delight, which are very popular in the UK, and that might be these ones that self-seeded, I'm not sure. And one of them is Alicante. So this one is a different variety. You can see it's a bit darker green and the leaves are slightly different in shape. So some of them self-seeded and some of them are planted. I can't quite remember which it was, because this was supposed to be a sweet corn bed this year, but they didn't develop, and instead I got a lot of volunteer tomatoes. So I had to dig out a few and I put them in pots and give them away, and a couple of them have gone in different parts of the garden as well. But the mistake I wanted to show you, if you remember, every time I tell you when I'm talking about tomatoes, is make sure to pinch out the side shoots or it will develop an entirely new plant on the one that's already growing, and it will be difficult to tell which is the original plant and which is the top of the vine and which is the side shoot. And as you can see here, we've got this stake that I've had to put in, because if I look down the bottom you'll see it's split there. So that is the side shoot that I didn't pinch out, and it's developed into a whole new tomato plant. So instead of cutting it off, because it's developed tomatoes, as you can see by them yellow flowers, they will all become tomatoes. I'm going to leave it where it is and leave it staked. So basically it's 2 for 1, and it's not taking up much space, so I'm happy to leave the tomato as it is now. And that's the one at the back. And the original plant, you can see we've also got quite a few tomatoes developing on here, and that'll continue to grow up. But when it gets a little bit taller, I'll stake it again. But what I like to do in this space is I let it grow to about this tall, and then I'll just let it drop down, so it'll droop down and you can still access the tomatoes. But they are lovely. And the front one, you can see here where it's clipped using the tomato clips and a little bit of string. This is a different plant just in front of the other one, and we've got a truss of tomatoes there developing, and that again is growing up the cane. So once it gets to the top, I'll clip it again here, and then I'll let it grow up a bit further, and it'll naturally just fold over and fall forward towards the sun. So let's see how we develop on these tomatoes. Let's see which one tastes better. Now we've got some comparisons in the same bed. You can see a truss just starting to form on this one, so this one's a bit later. And I think that will do us for today on the tomatoes. So thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you again soon.